Hello friends, welcome again to my channel Asma's Botany. Okay, in this video we will discuss about the differences between the inhibitory gene interaction and the epistasis. So, you know this inhibitory and this epistasis both are the gene interactions, and in the previous videos I have already discussed about particularly about the inhibitory gene interaction and the epistasis. Okay, so you can watch that videos, and in this videos we will discuss about the differences between these both. Okay, so first of all, you know that this inhibitory gene interaction and this epistasis both are the intergenic type gene interaction. Okay, means these both are the intergenic, means these are between the two different genes. Okay, these are between the two different genes, and in both gene interactions some type of suppression is taking place. One gene suppress the or mask the another gene. So what is the range, what is the limitations in this both suppression, that we will discuss. That is the main difference between these two. So the suppression range, the suppression in this inhibitory gene, the suppression by this inhibitory gene and the suppression by this epistatic gene, the both are different from each other. That we will discuss in this video. Okay, so first of all, you can see in this inhibitory gene interaction, this is intergenic type, and in this you can see the definition, the dominant allele of the inhibitory gene. Okay, so first of all, in this, which gene is doing the work of suppression? Which gene means the inhibitory gene, and there is some limitations of inhibitory gene. Inhibitory gene have two alleles. This is gene 2, this is the inhibitory gene, gene 1, and this is gene 2. Gene 2 is known as the inhibitory gene, and this inhibitory gene has the two alleles, the dominant capital B and the recessive small b. In both these alleles are not doing the work of inhibition. From the two alleles, only the dominant one, the capital B, is doing the work of suppression, the inhibition. Okay, this recessive allele not do the work of suppression. Okay, so dominant allele of inhibitory gene is involved, but in this epistasis, the epistatic gene means the complete epistatic gene is doing the work of suppression. You know this epistasis is of two types, the dominant epistasis and the recessive epistasis. In the dominant epistasis, the dominant allele of the epistatic gene, this gene 2 is the epistatic here and gene 1 is the hypostatic. So here this gene 2 dominant allele is doing the work of suppression, and here the recessive allele of this gene 2 is doing the work of suppression. So in this epistasis, the epistatic gene completely is doing the work of suppression. In the case of dominant epistasis, the dominant allele is doing, and in the case of recessive epistasis, the recessive allele is doing. Okay, but here only one type of inhibitory gene interaction is present. Okay, in which the dominant allele is involved in the suppression, not the recessive allele. Okay, and the second thing is that the most important thing, that this in this inhibitory type gene interaction, the dominant allele of inhibitory gene suppress only the expression of dominant allele of the another gene. Means you can see here the inhibitory gene dominant allele do the suppression of only the dominant allele of the gene 1, the another gene. This recessive allele is not inhibited or not affected or not suppressed by this dominant allele of inhibitory gene. Only this dominant allele, this capital A of gene 1 is inhibited. Okay, so it is the limitation of this inhibitory gene interaction. Okay, but in this epistasis, this epistatic gene suppress the expression of dominant and recessive both the alleles of other gene. Means the complete gene 1, the complete another gene is inhibited, either in the process of the dominant epistasis or in the recessive. Here in the dominant epistasis, this epistatic gene 2, dominant allele doing the work of suppression, and it is suppressed both the alleles. It suppresses these small a, the recessive allele of the gene 1, and also the capital A, the dominant allele of the gene 1 also. And here also this recessive allele of this epistatic gene 2, doing the suppression of the dominant allele of the gene 1, and also this small a, the recessive allele of the gene 1 also. So both the alleles, the dominant and recessive, are suppressed by this epistatic gene, either it is dominant or recessive. So this is the main difference between this inhibitory and the epistatic. That is, in this inhibitory gene interaction, the inhibitory gene is doing the work of suppression only on the dominant allele of the another gene. But here the epistatic gene is doing the work of suppression on the both the alleles, either that is dominant or the recessive of the another gene. Okay, this is the main difference. And the second difference is in the inhibitory gene interaction, the inhibitory gene does not have its own phenotype. Okay, so this inhibitory gene does not have its own phenotype, means it doesn't mean that it is not involved in this process. It only inhibits the phenotype, the phenotypic expression of this gene 1, this another gene, but it does not have its own phenotype. But this epistatic gene have its own phenotype. Okay, so due to this, in the inhibitory gene interaction, the phenotypic ratio of the F2 generation, you can see the previous videos, the completely cross in the detail I have already discussed. Okay, so the ratio of the F2 generation is 13:3. So here you can see this 13, the blue color is used. I use this blue color, means this is the recessive character, and this the red color which shows the dominant character, and these recessive and dominant character are from the phenotypes are from only the gene 1. Here this gene 2 does not show any phenotype. Okay, but here you can see the main difference that we can understand clearly. So here you can see in this epistasis, this is of two types. First is the dominant epistasis and second is the recessive epistasis. So in the dominant epistasis, the ratio is 12:3:1, and here you can see this 12 color. I use the green color to show you. So here this green color, what it represents? It represents that this phenotype, this green color, is produced because of the phenotypic expression of this gene 2. Gene 2 dominant allele produces the green, suppose green color. So this is the new phenotype that is absent. This green color is absent. Green color phenotype is absent in this inhibitory gene interaction. So this inhibitory gene interaction, inhibitory gene does not have any phenotype, its own phenotype. So this green color is absent. But here it is present because you can see here. Okay. And here this in the recessive epistasis, the ratio is changed because it is recessive epistasis, but it is different from this inhibitory. Why? Because this green color I have used, because this green color shows the phenotype of the gene 2, the epistatic gene phenotype. So these are the two differences. Okay, so I hope you understood, and stay tuned for the next videos. And if you like the videos, press the like button and share it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel as Smarts Botany and press the bell icon for the latest update. Thank you.